Good morning, I'm Dilip Thakur, editor of Education World.
Good morning, I'm Samia Yasmin, managing editor.
In the July issue of Education World, we've focused on a very important subject, and a long neglected subject, namely the reopening of schools. As you are perhaps all aware, all education across the country, including from preschools all the way to universities, have been shut for 16 months. And
that's the longest closure actually of education institutions worldwide.
In this issue of Education World, we have, as usual, a very interesting mix. Of course, whatever you read in Education World is unprecedented in Indian history, and perhaps in Asia you'll never get so much education news in one magazine. So in our covers, so let's start from the beginning.
All right, so let's start with our editorials. In our editorials, we've addressed two very important issues. One is our growing friction with our neighbor country, China,
Yes.
and Dilip makes a very strong case that why we must avoid a war with China at all costs. And in our second editorial, we've taken up a very important issue, which is girl children dropping out of higher secondary and secondary schools, and the danger it poses to the prosperity of the nation.
Yes, as we point out here that female labor force participation is a very important metric of national development, and in India's FLFP is going down every year. To proceed further, in our education news section, we cover what's happening in the education sector around the country. So we have news from Delhi,
Yes. From Madhya Pradesh,
Maharashtra,
from Karnataka,
Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and West Bengal. And then we have our institutional profile, where we have profiled the Muni International School, which has repeatedly been ranked India's #1 budget private school, affordable budget private schools, which are for low-income families, and play a very important role in educating children who are fleeing from government schools because of their poor learning outcomes, poor infrastructure, and so on.
and we've got very good expert comment essays also this month.
Yes.
Expert comment essay this time is being written by Dr. Natarajan, who was the former chairman of the AICTE, and in this he makes a very, very strong case about some ill-advised changes in engineering education which have been made. If you recall, recently AICTE said that maths was not a requirement.
And physics.
Yeah, maths and physics were no longer admission requirements for admission into engineering programs.
Yeah.
So he makes the case that this is very ill-advised, because the foundation of engineering education is rests on real understanding of these two fundamental subjects of science.
Yes. Then we have our Young Achievers programs, showing where we profile very young achievers from across the country. And in our cover story, of which Sumya spoke about when we started, the important point that we make in our story, that a balance has to be struck between children's safety against the COVID-19 pandemic and their right to protect their future livelihoods needs to be restored. The national interest demands that no more time is lost in restarting India's long-shuttered schools with adequate safety protocols.
Yes.
This is a long story, and there's a very interesting chart which you can see here, which shows that, whereas France has
Yes.
shut its schools down for only 12 weeks, India has shut it down for 56 weeks. And please note, France, Russia, Spain, etc., Germany, who have shut down their schools for lesser periods, are very well connected from home to school.
Yes, they're very digitally, very well connected. Almost all students have access to digital gadgets and high-speed internet connectivity. An estimated 20 million children have already dropped out of the school system.
Yeah,
So
that's-
we're looking at a huge challenge, and this story rightly makes the case that the government should not go for the soft option of closing down schools indefinitely. It must take the tough decision and set in place systems and safety protocols where children's right to health is balanced with their right to future livelihoods.
and education, indeed.
Yes.
It's a very serious issue, and shockingly, not much attention is being paid either by the academy or by government to this. So we have interviewed some very knowledgeable people with a lot of experience
Yes.
of education and industry, and we recommend you read this story. And we make a very important point that actually children are safer in school, where they get a free midday meal, than living in squalid shanties and slums, which the majority of the population lives. This is a very important issue which needs to be addressed. So we ask your support to read this and to provide your opinions
Yes.
on this subject.
Correct.
It has to be taken forward
Yes.
in the national interest.
Yes.
Then in our teacher to teacher page, we have a very interesting article which talks about the Gurukul system, in which there were no competitive school leaving exams. You had to reach certain benchmarks and then you passed.
Yes.
So that's written by Venunathan Pillai.
Yeah, where he advances the case that perhaps it's time in India we switch to the criterion referenced assessment system.
Examination system. Yeah. Then we have our people section where we people in education.
Yes, very interesting people have been profiled, including Diane of Wijnose, a Netherlands-based company which has come up with a super internet search engine only focused on finding age-appropriate and reading level appropriate content for children.
Yes.
And some other ones also which we've done, like Green Schools initiative started by two young journalists in West Bengal, deep into districts very badly hit by COVID, offering children non-formal education support. So they're very interesting.
And also the promoter of the Time
Yes,
uh,
coaching.
coaching school, which has an excellent record of placing of entry into IITs and IIMs.
Correct.
Then we have uniquely for any publication in India a whole lot of news, international news.
Yes.
What's happening in education? The most important things happening in education: China,
Germany, where
Germany.
there's a sudden online exams cheating spurt, just like as in India.
Then Britain. Then in our next special report story,
Very interestingly, like we do every time annually, we have our Education World Grand Jury India Higher Education Rankings, where a very well informed and knowledgeable jury has selected India's top 10 higher education institutions on different parameters.
yeah, this is. I think it's important to say that these are actually low-profile institutions who are not sufficiently well known to get into our usual ranking tables that we do every year.
Yes.
These are like
No, and they've been assessed. This is a nomination based, and they're assessed on different parameters. So, for example, there's a parameter called New Age Study Programs, Best Industry Academia Alliances, Excellence in IT-enabled learning, Extraordinary Leadership, Vocational and Skills Education. So it's very interesting. A report on who are the top 10 higher education institutions under these different parameters. It will be very useful for students who can use these rankings to decide which higher education institution they want to opt for according to their education priorities and aptitudes.
Yes, it's unique and it's very useful, as Sumya said, for people planning their careers in higher education. Very interesting interview with Professor Chinmay Tumbe, who's the author of this new best-selling book called The Age of Pandemics, 1817 to 1920. How they shaped India and the world. Shockingly, as he reveals in his book, while we know everything about World War I and we know about Jallianwala Bagh, we don't know anything about the great influenza pandemic of 1918, which was the same time.
Which killed almost 20 million people in India.
Yes, but our history books hardly say anything about them. So, in the light of the current pandemic, what can we learn from this act of omission is what the interviews are about. And how we, in future, we need to pay attention. And as he says, the history of pandemics is not taught in our schools, nor surprisingly, even in our medical colleges. It's a shocking omission from the syllabuses of schools.
Yeah, it's a very interesting interview. You all must read it. And our next section is our book review section, where we've got two interesting book reviews. One is India's Power Elite, written by Sanjay Baru, who was famously the media advisor to Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. And the second book review is on a book written by Nayanthara Sehgal, The Fate of Butterflies. Both very interesting books and reviews talking about the current situation which India finds itself in.
Yeah, the political situation.
Yeah, the political situation.
Yes. And then we have an interesting interview with a very interesting
EduLeader Bites
publicly-
interview, yes. Mr. R. Chandrasekhar, who is the chairman of the MS Dhoni Global
newly
School,
promoted.
yes, Bengaluru, and the Litra Valley Z School also.
So, and then as usual we have our postscript page, which is which targets people and talks about it's a sort of gossip page, which I think is quite interesting
Yes, yes.
for people in education.
Yeah, so that's Education World July issue. Very interesting, informative, and full of excellent essays and features. We highly recommend that you read it. And before we go, as usual, Parents World, where we've done a very interesting cover story again on character building in COVID-19 era. As you know, the last 16 months of the pandemic, children have been, cooped up at home. This social interaction has been minimized, and children are being confronted with unprecedented situations every day.
Moral situations.
Yes, moral situations. So we advise parents on how they can use the pandemic as a teachable moment to instill in children as values and ethics, which will hold them in good stead throughout their lives. And also there are many very other interesting things. We've done a very interesting adolescence feature on teenage eating disorders and pregnancy, what to expect during 9 months of pregnancy.
What women should expect.
Yes. And child dental health woes. It's all very interesting. Both
But it's
issues.
important to also state here that our two magazines in a way complement each other. Education World is about what happens in schools, colleges, universities. And as we all know, education not only happens in education institutions but at home. So Parents World is a supplementary advice to parents and is to how to prepare children for school and to balance and give them a strong foundation at home. In a way, it's an education magazine for parents. So thank you very much, and we look forward to your feedback, if any, on this publication.
Thank you.